What we are going to talk about, though, is why you got on this bum ass Lion shirt right now.
Hey, you know what? They won a game on the road.
They did,
So,
you know.
so you know what?
Lions gonna lion, you know.
You know what's crazy too? So I wore the shirt on Sunday, and I had not worn it the first 2 games this season. Cause why would I? And then I only wore the shirt because I wasn't going out of the house, and they won. So we'll see what happens next week.
Yeah, they're gonna get shredded.
Who are they playing again? Please don't say it's the Chiefs.
No, it's not the Chiefs. I think it's New Orleans.
Did we play the Chiefs this year? I don't know. I don't look at the schedule.
At home. Like, home matters when no fucking crowd is there. It's like 7 people in the stands. Hopefully, all of them listening to the Spillage Village album. Segway. No.
See what you tried to do there.
No, it was a pretty terrible segue. Mike, check the bar report. I'm TC. That's Larry. What up? Here with another review.
Another one.
If you're a Lions fan, welcome. If you're a Lions fan, sorry. I don't know about you, but I've been waiting on this album a long time.
I know you have.
They put out projects before, but this is the first official big label release. I guess you could say the debut project from Spillage Village. Spilligion.
Spilligion?
Spilligion? Spilligion?
Spilligion. That's that fancy shit.
You're watching niggas stumble over trying to say this shit. What's a little fun? For Gillian? It's like niggas who used to say gully for guile and shit in Street Fighter. I hate all you niggas in here that ever said gully.
Gully.
All y'all got. All y'all.
That's so bad. That's funny though. It is. You said gully.
The name of this album is Spilligion, like religion.
That's funny.
It is. So I like the cover. I don't get it, but I like the cover.
Yeah, I don't understand it at all. Makes no sense.
I don't really care. I just think it's kind of cool. I don't know why. I don't know what the little faces are, the little different colors and shit. Somebody's gonna break this down for me one day, and I'll be like, you know what? I should have got that on the first try, but I didn't. They got like this mask on and shit.
Yeah, they got the nigga in the back, sitting there with the mask on, just hanging out. So I think it's like the first dude to the left of the skeleton holding.
Talking about the blue one, or you talking about like?
Yeah, first one to the left, and then there's oh man, what's that on the right hand side? What's that? What's going on? The guy on the right hand side?
Nigga with his chest out?
Yeah, what's he doing? What's he doing over there?
I don't know, man. Nah, it looked like he got the eye of Horus or something like that going on his chest. Something like that. I don't know. One of them eye of something. My ancient Egyptian nigga.
I don't know what. I don't
Somebody's
know.
Gonna correct me on that too and be like, oh, you know what? I got that on the first try. My bad.
My man out there got the chains on. And you got the. Oh, I haven't peeped the one at the bottom. To the right. For whatever reason, I just wasn't paying attention to that though.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. It's like it's faking me out because it feels like he's facing forward and his head's at like complete 90-degree angle. Like that shit hurts. Yeah, there's mask on. No,
like he's an owl. That's an owl in there.
Like, bro, I don't know how you do that. It looks like he's looking at those little skulls.
Ooh.
I'm gonna get somebody with that one day.
And what is that a koala nigga? Like,
Yeah, I don't know what that. It's like, or is it a baby bear?
I don't know. It's not a koala. I'm gonna call it a baby bear. I don't know. It's an interesting cover. I like it. I need this on vinyl, but it don't exist yet. Just so I can have that cover.
Yeah, it's definitely some good art
Is it?
because it makes no sense. That's the best art. That shit makes no sense.
Yeah, we're gonna roll with that.
No, you know, like there's like a famous painting, and I'm not that cultured, so I have no idea what the name is. But it's a bunch of polka dots, bunch of circles, like different sizes,
Uh-huh.
in no particular order.
It's
That
probably
shit is
worth
worth
too much
millions.
money for no damn reason.
I'm just like, it's really cool, but I don't have the $1 million eye for art apparently. But so either way, as long as it doesn't make sense, it's
See,
good art.
if you had that thing that he got on his chain, that that eye or whatever that is or something, you'd be able to understand it. But
Maybe,
you can't hear
maybe.
Jim. So
I'm not there. No.
so we got Spilligion, 12 tracks, one skit, if you want to call it the opening track, if you want to call it a
Mm-hmm.
skit. But it's really
Mm-hmm.
just kind of feeding you into the semi theme of the album.
I thought that was hilarious too.
Oh yeah, first off, that shit was great. How you gonna be like, hey, let me
Yeah,
get some.
seven. That quit being stingy. They get seven that drink.
Hey, we got big.
Mom, come in this
All
church.
right, we got Rube on here. Okay, he has such a great iconic voice
Yeah.
that it just sets it off. I was like, okay, this is what we doing. I didn't even realize Rube was on the album because I didn't like really study the track list, to see what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought that shit was dope.
Yeah. No, I enjoyed it because I was sitting there. I like just put the headphones in, press play, and then I'm like hearing the story. I'm like, all right, cool. I always like a little different intro of this, something that's gonna set the tone. And I think it was just a good way to kind of set it off, and then walking into baptize. I thought that was a good way to kick it
Yeah,
off. We had
because he
already
was
heard
going into
that.
church in
Mhm.
that. So
Exactly.
and you
Exactly.
go into baptized with that, and then of course the album track names are like either religious references or like um what's the word I want to look for historical like fictional characters or whatever like Shiva or Cupid stuff like that.
Mhm.
Um, or references to times in the days like so it all kind of ties in Judas, Mecca, Ocean. Hope I said that correctly.
Pretty sure you did. That's how I.
Hoppy. So I was like, all right, I see the theme going on when I start looking at it, and the intro come on. We go into baptize. I was like, all right. I heard baptize probably about 48 times because I played that single a bunch when I pre-ordered this shit. I thought it was good. It's uh, what's his name? With the chorus makes me crack up every fucking time. Johnny Venus. Let's get baptized.
Let's get baptized, nigga. Let's get baptized. The the cadence, like it's the perfect track. It's the perfect flow for J.I.D. Like I don't know. I just can't describe it. Like when I like first heard the song, I was like, hell to the motherfucking yeah. Like, cause I needed to hear a good track like this. I hadn't had a track that like just made me feel good like that in a while.
First
And
off,
then,
just rhyming is fantastic across the whole project. Every verse.
oh yeah, he brought it.
but he didn't bring it like we would normally hear Jid bring it. So like, there's nothing on here that, like,
I don't think
it's
it was
like
made to be
sound
that
like,
album though.
it's not, it don't sound like normal Jid verses where he's spazzing on some shit. You know what I'm saying? There's not one verse of spazziness on this fucking album,
True.
but there's some
Um,
standout verses.
exactly. Like because I mean this is a collabo album. I mean, so he's not going he don't have to be like he's not trying to be full Jid. Like he's putting out a solo track.
It's
Like he's putting
different
out a
for
solo
them
album.
too, though. For Earthgang, like this different for them too.
No, true story. True story. I think they did a really good job, like sonically, of being able to create tracks that favor both styles.
Did it throw you off at first when you once you got through the
Oh,
album? It's
it
like
threw me all the way off. Threw me all the way off.
you
I'm
get
not gonna
through it,
lie.
it's like this
I
was
did
not
not.
what I was expecting.
I'm not gonna lie. I was very on the album, like halfway through it. I was like, I was still intrigued, but I was just like, I'm just waiting for it. I'm waiting for it, and then I listened to it, and I was like, hmm. And I'm like, but it's a good album. It sounds really good. It sounds really, really good. I was like, maybe I need to listen to it in the car. So I had to go do a couple things, hopped in the car, and then I really got a chance to turn it up. And I was like, you know what? This feels a lot better. And then I've been spinning it ever since. And the more I
Yeah, I
spin
think
it,
it's
the
like
more I
that
like it.
first spin was probably expectation built into it,
Yeah.
and then
Especially when you hear like baptized right off the rip.
yeah,
Like it's just like, oh, this is the first thing I'm hearing, like for real. And
yeah,
then
and then Psalm Sing comes on, which is a complete shift,
completely took me off,
and
bro.
it threw me off. I was like, okay, I don't understand where the direction of this album is going because I just got off baptized and the intro. I wasn't expecting Song Sing to come in the way it did with the singing, you know. But it works because you get a few more tracks of that in there in the album too, um, where you get a little bit more singing in there, but it just works. And I'm like, okay, it fits because of the theme. Like with the chorus, the shit got me feeling like I'm closer to God. I get up, I get up. It's like, you know, like a their version of a sermon, I guess. A little
Yeah,
bit. One of the songs that's played or whatever, excuse me, like the
yeah,
choir
yeah.
sermon,
I
but like
mean,
choir or whatever that's doing that.
yeah. No, it's that was what I'm like, okay,
But
cool.
the
I'm like,
song is
listen,
about weed.
yeah, I'm just like, this is really, and that's where I started to dig into the album more, right? Like, so right off the bat, because I just kind of like kind of just heard it and listened to it, uh, or I listened to it, I didn't hear it. There we go, my bad.
Couldn't hear Jimmy.
Couldn't hear Jimmy. And then the more I actually started hearing it, yeah, the better it got. So this is definitely an album that I would say like has been growing on me. It's still got a ways to go, but this is kind of one of those mood albums. Like,
Kind of agree with that.
yeah,
I don't
because
think you could listen to this for, you know. Yeah, I kind of agree with that.
yeah, I mean it's solid, but yeah,
But I like it a
if
lot.
if I'm doing something, I'm actively doing something. I like need to hear some like nice shit, but keep a good like flow or something like that, or like just a good vibe like that. This is like a perfect album for that. Um, if maybe I'm just trying to cool out, relax, and whatever, it's cool for that. Um, if I'm trying to like really work and like something that's kind of going to keep me going, this is not that. I'm working out, it's not that.
No, it's not that.
But it's definitely still good to listen to. Um, the what's the name? The one track he was playing right before we came on,
Which one?
where Jim was singing.
Uh, family? It's about. I pray about money. I pray about
Yeah,
peace.
go ahead and sing it. Yeah, that's the one after Psalm sing, right?
Yeah,
Uh,
I don't know how to say that Arabic word. I'm terrible at translations and shit like that. I just know it means family.
I'm not gonna try it. No,
No,
nope.
it's probably some phonetics I probably could have looked up, but
I got enough. I got enough Middle Eastern friends. I'll
family.
ask them.
That's track 4 is family.
Yeah. Hey, bro, how you say family? That's all I'm gonna ask. You gonna say it, and I'm gonna ask them. I'm gonna be that asshole. Ask because I'd rather have somebody like be an asshole and ask them pronounce it for me like 3 or 4 times before I have a shot at doing it. Because if they say it and then all of a sudden I just start butchering it, no, then I try it again. No, I look like an asshole. So I'm like, all right, just give it to me a couple times. Pause.
This another some bars from G.I.D on here when he talking about, say news at 12, channel 11. Say, but 10 minutes later, we heard the drum. First off, the 12, 11, 10, the little countdown is dope because it leads to the next line. Well, it leads to the part say where you hear the drum. So it's like you counting down to the sound that's happening. But at the same time, he's saying the band ain't playing because it's Sunday. So the drum is the bullets flying. And it can't be misinterpreted for the band playing because it's not Sunday, and he's praying on the track in the chorus. Shit's fucking dope.
Uh, you
Jid
know,
Jid is great.
he I mean that him doing that hook is like that was a part that I was just like so conflicted. I was like, this is like first of all, just Jid singing. It's not like that's unfathomable, but
He did it. He did it on his last
no, that's what I'm
album.
saying. That's what
It's
I'm saying.
more.
It's not like it's
He did more
unfathomable,
recent projects.
but like on a song that sounds like this, it's got the heavy guitar, the heavy strings in there. It's just like it's got that little clap, kind of like that 112. How I used to have that little clap in there for that song Cupid. You can hear that in the background. You hear them strings. It's just like how the song is progressing, and then how him just singing. I'm like, man, this song is like a good song, but for some reason, I kind of don't want to like it.
Really, I like it.
Yeah, I like it though. I do. Because the hook is probably what just keeps me going. Every time the iPhone rings in that song, I always reach for my phone.
Shit, dope. Johnny Venus come with the Corona bars at the end of this. Um, this album was announced a while back and was supposed to come out some months ago. So, I'm just, State of the World like this, I think was supposed to come out in like July or something. So we was knee deep in pandemic. But so he got some bars on there for the virus. He said, I ain't a doctor, but I know rich folks dying too. I know they're gonna get their treatment first when the shit gets approved, and that's BS.
Yeah, dropping heavy bars. I like that.
Um, then you get Mecca, which on Mecca, another standout verse, especially the beginning. So this one from
Oh,
Dr. Dot.
Johnny Venus.
Huh?
Oh, Johnny Venus.
No, for Dr. Dot this time. The other half. He
Oh,
starts
yeah.
starts off with the astronaut to the moon walk. Man, said crash land, hop out the whip, did the flag plant, one giant leap, hit the moonwalk. You ain't MJ till your shoes drop. So we go from the moonwalk to MJ for Michael Jackson, but then it immediately takes that same part and turns it into where your shoes drop. It's dope. Say you ain't Tupac till you shoot the cops. It's another hard bar.
This is another black man every day in the episode of the Boondocks.
Yeah, in the Boondocks is every day is fucking nuts. Which they
Uh,
just banned some episodes too recently.
did they?
Oh yeah, it's not. Some episodes aren't streaming on HBO Max. I don't know exactly which ones, but I got ideas.
I don't know. I've only seen a handful of episodes.
Get off my pot.
I
You gotta
I don't,
go. Oh,
No, I
go ahead.
don't. I don't. I don't
Research
watch,
team.
I don't watch a lot of TV. I haven't been watching Power.
I don't watch that bullshit. That ain't nothing
Hey,
special.
look, see, that's where I'm gonna fight. That's why you're lucky we social distancing. Mm, mm-mm.
Nigga, delete your TV.
Just stay in your lane.
All right, stay in my
Just, let's talk about this album. Stop talking about your TV habits.
lane. Did you like Mecca?
Yeah. I the kids singing. I I don't know, for whatever reason, it's just not doing it for me.
I like this track.
I like the track. I don't know. It just depends on whatever mood I'm in. Like, and
Put
most
yourself
time I'm just like,
put yourself in the mood for this album. How is it?
when it's dope when like that shit when that beat switches, um, and they go heavy with the guitar. That shit was actually dope as hell. Um, that straight guitar solo. That's cool. The verses are all tight. Everybody brought it. It's like the hook is just like I just could do without it.
You don't want to spread the love all around the world.
It's not about that. It's not about it's not about the message.
All right, what about Judas? So we got Buddy and Masego on that,
Yeah, I was.
and Chance the Rapper.
I was about to say your boy Chance.
First off, Chance's verse was great, and I was shocked. I just like the way he was rhyming was great. The just saying that just hurts my insides. Uh, the shit where he was talking about the Indians and in the field with the hazmat running away from smallpox, packing like backpacks and then stack up your Andrew Jacks. When Andrew Jackson was the one with the Trail of Tears dealing with the Indians and having to displace them. I was like, okay, I see you, Chance. You doing it. I caught that. His rhyming was great. I was like, you
Uh,
didn't disappoint me.
mine was right after that. Uh, Said no cap, no capitalist billionaire bag tax, no black Batman counting Benjamin Afflecks.
Yeah, it was a
Once you
good.
get that money, I'm gonna say you don't act black. I said I might be light skinned, bitch. I'm matte black. That was I was like, whew.
Yeah, I had to give a chance a slight golf clap because he performed on this track.
Oh, he did it.
This is not the first time that they've linked up because J.I.D and Chance had a track together before. I think it was on his last album actually.
Mhm.
Um, just a weird pairing, but it works on this track specifically. This beat on here is dope.
Mhm.
J.I.D
Yeah.
does his thing again, except he goes with like a more rapidy rap flow on this one, but like not. I don't
Are
know.
you
Like,
on? Are you
still
still on?
still on Judas.
Oh yeah.
It's a
He
straight
oh
rapidy rap flow, like with the way he was rhyming every word.
mhm. Yeah, no, and that's one of the reasons why, you know, I really appreciate what he brings to the table, like in every single track. Like I was saying, because you're like, yeah, it wasn't like Jid, but he was still being Jid,
But yeah, he was.
but it was just like per the song. Like he still like snapped on his track, and this nigga Masego was just chilling. This shit sound like it should be played in a lounge. Like
See, that's
nigga,
think about it like that. Should this album be? It's like some shit should be played in the lounge or something. I wouldn't even call this like lounge shit is more like background music, but I can't regulate this to the background music.
this some shit that you play like standby downtown. If you got stand by that shit, nigga, I remember I was out to eat one day with an anonymous guest, and we had a bunch of drinks and some food. It was it played Dark Twisted Fantasy front to back. I was like, all right, cool. You just feel like, yeah, I was cool with that. It did. Another time I went down there, they was playing Malibu, Anderson Paak. This is a this is an album that I think you could just play this shit like in a spot like that and it'll still work.
All right. So then we get our, I don't know if I want to call them love tracks, but I ain't gonna call them love tracks, but more like, I don't know how you want to call it. You go from Ocean, which is like a goddess of some sort. That's like,
Fertility.
is that what it is? I'm like, I know the name from somewhere. Then you get Cupid. Then you get Shiva. So
Yeah, you gotta get the love songs in there,
I don't. They're not really love songs though. Not in your
The,
corny sense. You know,
no.
this is where you start getting Black showing up, doing his thing.
Yeah, that was a good appearance.
J.I.D and Earthgang and friends.
Yeah, that was a good appearance. It was good hearing Black on there. Uh,
And you niggas that
they
call him
just
Six Flags, you need to stop.
yeah, please, please. Oh my god! Anytime I hear Six Flag, I just cringe. It's like what's that song? Oh, by Black. Oh no, Six Flag. No, please just slap yourself. Just save me the trouble and potential charges, and slap yourself. But yeah, he just goes on. He goes on the track and just does his thing. I mean, he's just Black. He just does what he does.
Yeah, I think Ocean is cool. Um, Trying to think, do I like Cupid though?
Cupid is
Get Black on that too.
that one's dope. That's that's the one where I kind of feel like oh, was it
Oh, I like Johnny Venus's verse on there. That's where he ends
I'm
that shit
trying to
with like
think, was it Johnny
that,
Venus?
that rum pum
That
pum pum shit at the end or whatever.
yeah, yes.
Yeah, I like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Some reason that shit reminded me of like some shit Lil Wayne would have did.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking. He went like into his Wayne bag and like just pulled that style out and just like I feel like that studio session was like intense as hell. I felt like he put a lot into it. And it felt like this was like some like kind of like Idlewild type song. Like Idlewild hip hop version. I feel like there would be like
Bastard child of the Outcast albums.
yeah, like this is right. Yeah, if this is like a to be continued, and all of a sudden this is like Idlewild, the Outcast Children, as them making this song, it's like, oh yeah, this is their little spinoff.
I saw that movie in theaters.
Did you,
Yeah,
sucker?
it was Outcast. I was going.
I feel you. I understand.
It's like going to see How High. It's red and meth. I'm going to see it.
Oh my god, that's funny. You go to movie theaters now that they opening back up?
They're not open yet though, are they?
I thought they were supposed to open Sunday.
Oh, I gotta check because I still want to go see Tenet.
Oh god, you still want to go to movie theaters?
Oh yeah, I want to see Tenet.
I want to see theater too, but I also don't want to try to be exposed to this COVID. Done.
If they
You're
over
right.
there, I'm over there. I got a mask on.
You already know how nasty movie theaters are. You better go in there the first day they open. Right
Right.
after that, it's a wrap. Actually, that's probably a terrible idea because that bitch gonna be packed.
Just bring your own sanitizer and just go into that bitch like
You be coming in there with a fucking shield, like a 360-degree shield, take up 2 seats.
Bubble Boy in that bitch. Like roll in there with your own habitat,
That'd be hilarious. You would it?
taking up all the handicap spaces. I'm good right here, sir.
You have a problem? That's funny.
And what about end of days?
End of day. Yes, that was the end of days, end of times. My, my.
I like
Yes.
the track.
Yeah, it's like once again, like just one of those tracks. It's like a kind of some weird ass out of wild spinoff. Like it's kind of like a similar feel. Like off the last one, it's just heavy bass, uh, heavy slow bass, simple beat, the sound of the stomp and the clap, and just how they going about it. It's kind of the same vibe. It's chill. It's cool, but it's still like this is where I think Jid like really try to go as close to being Jid, like with his delivery, how he approached it, and how he's just snapping on this. Yeah,
Yeah, it's not your traditional snap, but I like the way he was rhyming on there. Say when I make it to the heavens, what's the code? Do I call a phone? Security at the gate? No plus one. Come all alone. Like, all right, I see your pattern you got going there. I like it. Another standout, rapping from Jid. But Jid, I don't think Jid has dropped a weak verse ever on any project that I've heard. All of them have been great.
no. What was the chick on there?
To my Mariba. Okay, here's the thing. So Mariba on here, I'm glad you brought her up because it was something I was thinking of earlier. She is what I would want if Dej Loaf was good. Like she has a similar sound
Yeah,
and cadence a little bit, but to me, she just does a way better job of it.
yeah. That her voice on there was really welcomed. I was like, okay, sounded really good. Um, it fit perfect.
Yep.
Fit perfect.
Yeah, it
I'm like,
wasn't like how Dej Loaf sounded weird with the Conway. Like it wasn't out of place. But yeah, her as I listened to her, I was like, dog, she sounds like Dej, but
that's
better.
good. That's a good call. That's a real good call. Yeah, no, this is
Jordan Bryant talking about he watching the sunrise, reading the Art of War. I thought about buying that book a couple times, and I was like,
I
nah.
got it. I'm all right.
Art of,
Where is it? It's in the bin with the rest of my books. Take me 5 minutes. I grab it.
you ain't read it?
I read it when I was a kid.
I need you to read it again. Apply it to life now.
I know. I really do. There's a bunch of books.
You don't want it.
Shit.
I'll take it off your hands.
Nah. I'm all set. All right, loaned out 3 books, and I might not get back. I ain't gonna get them. He's
You
like,
want
I'm
to
gonna read them. I'm like, no,
borrow this
no.
brother Karamazov?
So what?
You want to get this Dostoevsky that I got over here, though?
Man, I ain't got that much time.
It's not that bad. I mean, Art of War is a big book,
How many pages?
like 776 or something like that.
And those are thinner than the single ply paper, toilet paper at the.
They're pretty wiggly.
Yeah, no, I'm
You
all
can you
set.
can you can kind of see through them a little bit.
That's like the equivalent of like 1,200 pages.
And it's in like 8 font. I promise
No.
you. And most of the time it goes
How many
from
words is that? What is
page to
that, like
last page.
80,000 words?
I don't know. It's a lot. It's
I
like three.
wonder how.
It's really like 3 books in one.
Yeah, I know that. You ain't gonna get me. That's why I said I ain't got that time.
Okay.
I wonder how many words that is. Look it up.
This is gonna sit on my coffee table. It's definitely the biggest book I've ever read.
I'm really intrigued to know how many words is in that. but you know.
I don't know. When it's got 8 font, you understand it's a lot.
What's the title again?
Oh, the Brothers Karamazov by Fyodor Dostoevsky. Google. How many words are in? Man,
It's
you don't.
840 pages.
Nah, that's if you count the like all the pre shit beforehand. The actual
364,000.
oh yeah, you can do it. Just read a couple words a minute. It won't take you that long.
A couple words.
Now we got Hoppy. So we got Big Rude back on here and Mariba. And while I'm thinking about it, man, let me shout out to Johnny Venus for doing a whole ton of production, like most of it. I don't know if I never really paid attention to see if he handles most of the production generally on their projects, but I know he handled, you know, production on this pretty much every track. But Hoppy sounded like that should have been the last track of the album, the way it was.
Mm-hmm.
But we still got one more after, which Jupiter's. I still like Jupiter. Actually, I like this track a lot. Actually,
Happy or Jupiter?
Happy.
Yeah, Happy is a chill ass track. Uh, it's not some shit I'm gonna play in my car like really loud. Like
No,
unless
it's not
there's
that
something,
type of shit.
unless some shit there's like moving me and I'm really like feeling some type of way. That's the
To
only
me,
time
this
I.
the album I'm gonna sit on my couch and put it on the bigs and let it play. But like we were talking about earlier, like it's I agree with you a bit talking about it's one of the mood albums, but I'm like it is and it's not. That's what I'm gonna sit there and just let it hit me.
Yeah, that's what I said. Sonically, like this is a great album. Like it's not like some of these albums where it's kind of hard to put it together like sonically, or it's like everything kind of still rolls with each other. The songs themselves don't may not fit each other, but as far as how the music rolls together, I think they do a great job of having a nice little balance and changing up tempos and throughout the album. They did a really good job at that. I think that's one of the main reasons why I'm like, all right, cool. Let me get another spin. Let me get another spin because it sounds good. Like I was mildly annoyed with, but it makes sense. Like with like the religion, like the choir a lot or the sound, like it throws me off because you're not. But understanding context, that was called Spilligion, so it does make sense. I can't. So I got over that real quick. So after like the third or fourth spin, I'm like, all right.
How many times have you listened to this album?
I don't know. I would have to go. Is there a way to check that on Apple Music?
No.
No, I don't know. I've probably given them probably 10 spins.
It's pretty good. The whole thing or like selective tracks like way more
No,
than
just letting it roll. And
okay.
then when I hear Jupiter, that country ass song, uh, like then that's when I'm like, all right, okay, cool. Like for some reason, like I don't. I mean, I don't really get it. I don't really like that song. It doesn't really do it for me. Maybe because the whole country thing. Uh, Either you frozen or I'm frozen. I
I'm
think you
probably
froze. Yeah, you froze as hell. Uh,
people gonna be looking at me like, damn dog, you just paused with your hand on your face or whatever's going on
yeah.
here
Oh yeah, exactly. Your hand on your face.
right
Yep.
now. Hey. So that means I
Yeah.
flip everybody off right now and they'll never know.
Maybe. Oh, there you go. You back now. Technical difficulties. You had to go ahead and get the tech team on it. Nice work, guys and gals. Nice work. But yeah, like when I hear Jupiter, I kind of feel like I'm like, kind of just want to get through this. I kind of just want to skip and go back track number one and hear the story.
Get me back to step one.
I feel like I'm like watching the end of like Lamb Chops play along.
Nah.
Or this is just like the really not so good song off of Idlewild soundtrack.
I like the
This
trap.
is this is the only track that I like. This is I'll just mess around in the house like. And it's just like I don't. It's like hey, I want to play it on the speakers. Sounds fantastic. Sounds great. But no.
All right. Did you like this album overall?
Yeah, it's continuously growing on me.
Okay.
It's
So
not
it's
something
by the end of the year. This could be your album of the year.
no. No, not at all. Um
If it was what? So what's missing? The attention grabbing?
yeah, it doesn't like I don't know, it's kind of like how it was with 808s and Heartbreak. But I love 808s and Heartbreak. There are a handful of songs I still just huh?
That album's a classic.
I mean, it's up there. It's up there. Um, it's up there. I hate you. But yeah, it took that I hated that album when I first listened to it. It was just bullshit.
I know.
And then went back, gave another couple spins in it. And I love it.
And you was like, this is amazing.
It is amazing. I might actually listen to that once we get done with this.
So
Yeah, this might be that. This might be that.
nah, I ain't putting this nowhere in that category. That category was like completely left field from what we had gotten from him. This is not completely left field from what we gotten from them.
No,
That's
I'm talking about for how I feel about it, not from like
uh,
how it's for how I feel. Like how it's just that it might grow on me.
but I can see somebody listening to this and be like, it doesn't grab my attention as much as like some of the standout tracks from either one of their last projects or whatever. It's more of a mellow blend, I guess you can say, between the two of
Mhm.
their styles and the family with them. But I think it works for what they were trying to go for with the theme they were putting across. Because like even not even all of their of Earthgang's like mixtapes, not all of them are like let's say as up tempo or as trap or whatever you want to call it as like Mirrorland.
Mhm.
So so I think it works for me. I like it. I want it on vinyl. If they ever put it out on vinyl, I'm gonna try and get it. Um,
Is this gonna be in your top 5 album of the year?
Not right now. I'm gonna burn through it some more, but there was a lot of good tracks. I mean, a lot of good albums so far that's come out this year.
Yeah, I gotta go back and start writing some stuff down, man. Hey, it'll be here before you know it.
Sure
And then
will.
at that point in time, we'll have spent 3/4 of the year indoors.
Shit is trash. So definitely recommend everybody go listen to this. Um, if you're a fan of either of the J.I.D. or Earth Gang or the Super Friends, definitely give this a spin. See what your thoughts are. If you enjoyed this review and you made it this far, go ahead and if you want to hear us talk shit about some new music that's coming out, go ahead and subscribe, hit that bell. I got to give all the corny YouTube shit for the algorithms.
You gotta get the
Smash that like button like
edited
this.
team. The edited team start getting some
You gotta smash it.
clip art.
Oh, hold on, let me get this.
It's gonna put the Bad Boys logo.
But that's it. I got nothing else, man.
I ain't got nothing else.
Wraps up.
Trump's ass. Well, I'm lying. Trump's an asshole.
But we'll see y'all on the next one. We out.
I